My name is Dr. Michelle Johns. I'm an assistant professor in the Department of Management. I am the director of the International Business Program and the academic director of international programs. I'm so excited to have you guys with me today so I can tell you all about the international business major. A lot of students don't really quite understand what an international business major is, how it could benefit you, what types of positions you could go into, what companies you can work for, some things that are unique about the major. So we want to start off by telling you that the international business major, its core focus, its beginning, is to allow students to become more aware of the different dynamics of global business, for you to have this increased awareness about what happens when you get into the business environment overseas and what U.S. domestic businesses are facing as they enter new markets. So our classroom for the international business major is pretty much everywhere. Everywhere around the world is where we are, is what we're looking at. We want you to then take that basic awareness and understanding about international business, and we want to expand it. We want to get you this really unique skill set that allows you to be in almost any situation and be able to thrive, to be successful and grow a particular business or grow in that position for your organization. So we do that by offering you a series of courses that just slowly develop different skill sets over time. One of the things that you will have to do as part of an international business major is to take on a 6-credit-hour international experience. This is our opportunity to get you immersed in a culture, to get you immersed in a business dynamic that maybe is a little bit uncomfortable for you, but is absolutely something that you're going to face. What majors pair well with international business? International business goes with just about everything. And why is that? Because every business is everywhere. Nonprofit, for-profit, government or not, just about every business that exists on an international scale. So you have to think about pairing international business as complementary to any other discipline. So if you're marketing and you love marketing, if you're finance and you're like, I love finance, if you say, I have these huge sites from an entrepreneurial standpoint and you're one of our entrepreneurship majors, economics, it doesn't really matter. International business is going to be there to help expand that skill set that you're getting in that other major. About 90% of what you own, use, or have around your house has some link to a global supply chain. These days, it is extremely competitive in our business economy. And if you're not willing to expand your sites and dive into new markets and look for efficiencies in that global supply chain, businesses around the world are having a really hard time surviving. So you're gonna have to think that no matter where you go and work, you're going to need those touch points of international experience. You're going to need an increased competency to not just work with people here domestically, but to work with a very diverse workforce, to manage overseas, right? A lot of what we have going on right now is everybody behind a computer. How do you manage cross-culturally those virtual teams, right? And we want to help you become the best you can be and market yourself really, really well, because you're going to be up against a lot of people from all around the world who are deep diving into those cross-cultural experiences from a business standpoint, and you've got to be ready too. International careers. Where could I go? Global brand strategist, production managers, logistics managers, international account executives. Who could I work for? P&G, Delta Airlines, Fuyao Glass, you name it. And there is an opportunity. Where can I go on my international experiences? I want to maybe get out of my comfort zone. Maybe I want to start with a place that I'm a bit more familiar with and grow from there. The International Programs Office has so many opportunities that pair with our major, INTB. So you can find yourself in South Africa or in Ghana, Chile, Spain, the United Arab Emirates, London, Ireland, Scotland, France, Italy, you name it. And we probably go there or are looking to go there. So a lot of students ask us, what do you look for in an international business major? Are there specific characteristics that people might have that really pair well or fit well with this major? I would often tell them to be an international business major, you need to be comfortable being out of your comfort zone. You need to be okay with a certain level of ambiguity. You need to be a fighter, resilient, to have grit. An international business major is looking at so many different elements that influence business strategy. That aside from the actual types of strategy you can pursue, we need to know history, we need to know culture, we need to know governmental laws and regulations, we need to know supply chain dynamics. There is so much that goes into being successful often in international business, but we have students who says, I'm up for the challenge. I'm up for working cross-culturally. I'm up for the different perspectives. I'm up for finding solutions. We want students who say that international business is what, really they have a passion for. They have a passion for a reach that's outside of just where they are domestically. And they're excited about the opportunity to dive into that with people from all around the world, much less their Bearcats around them. Thanks for listening, guys, and have a great day. So I hope I answered some of your questions about the international business major, but if there's anything I didn't answer and you really want to know, please email me. Give me a shout. We can set up a Teams meeting, maybe WebEx. Hopefully we'll get to see each other one day in Lindner, but whatever you want to know, I've got the answer. Just reach out. Have a great day and happy Major Monday.
Hi everyone, my name is Jake Gevedon and I'm a third-year student at UC, majoring in international business and marketing. And today I just want to talk about international business as a major, talk about why I chose it, and touch upon a little bit about the competitive advantage in having international business as a major. So first thing I want to talk about why I chose it. So for me, when I think of any company, whether it's in the US or in another country, most of those companies are going to be either international or global companies. So having a little bit of background about international business and some knowledge about that, combating that with another major. So for me, I'm pairing that with marketing. But any other major in the College of Business is a great pairing with international business. But just having that background and that experience of how business is done internationally, that'll create a huge advantage when you're applying for these top global companies and help you to stand out from other applicants. So another thing that helps international business be a great major is you learn a ton about the cultural competencies that happen in other countries. You learn a lot about how business in general is done in other countries and how that works. And you learn a ton about the different cultures and how that affects business. So a lot of different great things to learn with international business, and pairing this with any other major is a great advantage to have, and is why I chose it and why I think it's a great major for anyone to choose to pair with another major.